everybody? Bass Drop Keys, your friendly neighborhood Negro, and welcome back to the latest Good Eats 420 podcast. It is January the 22nd, 2021, and we're bringing you the latest Good Eats 420 podcast just like we do every Friday. So everybody that's listening, if you're watching, make sure that you follow, subscribe, rate, review, all that good stuff that you're supposed to do with podcasts. Make sure that you do that for my podcast so that way we can get it heard by more people. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the big story for this week that I'm sure everybody knows about, but I told you guys I will be talking about it on today's podcast, and that is, why am I not sponsored by MagicalButter anymore? If you guys don't know, I am no longer sponsored by MagicalButter at all. You cannot use my name, Bass Drop Keys, to get your 20% discount on MagicalButter.com. My name no longer works on the website. I am no longer sponsored by MagicalButter.com. So firstly, let me say this about that. If you guys were coming on the podcast thinking that I was going to be bashing MagicalButter or something like that, that's not going to be the case. I'm simply going to tell you guys exactly what happened so that you know exactly what's up and exactly where I'm coming from. And also we're going to talk about what exactly this means for you and for me going forward in the future. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and just let you guys know the complete story straight up so that way you guys will know exactly what happened from me, myself, and not hearing it from somebody else. Let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so I actually took a couple of notes for this so that way I made sure that I didn't get any of the details wrong. I've been sponsored by MagicalButter since December 2019. I looked and my first payment from MagicalButter was December the 2nd, 2019, and I got paid two payments. One was for $136 and one was for $126. So what is that? $262? Yeah, I think it's $262. So my first payment from MagicalButter was for $262 on December the 2nd, 2019. So that means I was sponsored by MagicalButter for about 13 months. Everything was going just fine until October the 22nd. As you guys know, we just got finished with a presidential election. We're going through the whole election process and everything, and I'm just doing my daily life, doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? Sales are coming in, everything is great, no problem. And I get an email from MagicalButter on October the 22nd saying that they're terminating my sponsorship. So the person that I contact them, I'm like, what is this about? And he tells me that they had a call from somebody that said I called them a and Facebook inbox for being a black Trump supporter, which is true. I did do that, and I do feel like that, 100% true. So he said because the person called in and complained that they were terminating my sponsorship. And I was like, what the hell is that about? I didn't deny it. I said, yeah, I said that, and I meant that too. If you support Trump and you're black, that's exactly what I think you are. And to be honest with you, the real reason why I think they did that is because they're in Florida and probably some big Trump supporters. And so I'm somebody with a big platform, with a big voice, and they was trying to muzzle me. If you want me to damn be real honest with you, that's what I really think happened. But they trying to put it under the cloak of, no, it's not good for our brand because you represent us and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, let me get this right. I'm making you thousands of dollars every month. But because I call this black person over here, you trying to terminate my sponsorship. So after talking with him, like about, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or something like that, he said, all right, bro, this is what we're going to do. Just take it as a warning. I'm going to set you back up and we'll keep it moving and everything's cool. I said, okay, cool, man. Appreciate it. So I got off the line with him. And the first thing that I started doing, because I already knew right from that point right on, I already knew that it was about to go away. I already knew that my sponsorship with MagicalButter was going to be close to ending because I'm not somebody who you're going to muzzle. I didn't serve my country 4 years and fight in the war so that somebody in Florida from MagicalButter can tell me what I can and cannot say. See, the problem with MagicalButter that I have is they trying to have everybody love them. They want to be in this dystopian society where everybody's all hunky-dory and all that kind of stuff. They want everybody to be the same and fit everybody in the same box, where everybody don't fit in the same box. I'm not one of these soft creators that's begging somebody to like me. Please like me. Like, I'm not putting my content out there and begging everybody, please like me. That's not the way I get down. So I already knew right away after I got off the phone call with him that this is about to be over. So what I did was I started, if you guys didn't know, before I was sponsored by Magical Butter, I've been doing this quite a while now. I've been doing this almost 5 years. On 4/20, it'll be 5 years that I've been doing this. And so before Magical Butter, I had an online smoke shop called doyouglass.com that I ran for like 2.5 years. And because of that, and because of the people that I know in the industry, I started reaching back out to my people, to all my suppliers, making sure that, you know, my accounts are still good and we're still good. Everything was fine. So what I started to do was I started setting up my own store. So let's fast forward to January the 18th. On January the 18th, I get a Facebook inbox from the same person from Magical Butter, and they're telling me that they're not going to be able to do the interview because, ironically, the podcast that you guys were supposed to get today was supposed to be me interviewing somebody from Magical Butter. And actually, I was actually going to talk to him about all this on the podcast. I was actually planning on talking to him about all this on the podcast, ironically. Isn't that crazy? But anyway, on the 18th, January 18th, a couple days ago, I get an inbox from him saying that he's not going to be able to do the interview and that I am permanently terminated from the sponsorship program. So like I said, I was already expecting this and anticipating this. So I said, okay, cool. You guys still owe me $3 grand. And then he sent me an email saying that, hold on, I got it right here. Saying the purpose of this email is to give you formal notice that Magical Brand's intent to permanently terminate our affiliate agreement with you effective today, January 18th, 2021. He says all remaining payments owed will be paid February the 1st, which is coming up on the 1st. And so that's the email that he sent me, saying that you'll get paid what we owe you on the 1st and that our agreement is terminated. And so like I told you guys, I didn't even fight it. I ain't even asking why. I just said, okay, because like I said, I knew this was already coming up and I had already been prepping for it and everything. So I just was like, okay. So one of the things that I did in order to prepare myself for this moment was I created the Good Eats 420 store, which is actually being, you know, populated now with, you know, a lot of inventory, and I'm getting the payment processor sorted out and everything. That's going to take me probably another 10 days, 2 weeks in order to do that. I got the store and everything set up, but I was just waiting for the actual moment that this happened. And as soon as it happened, I went ahead and did the final little things I needed to do to, you know, set up the payment processor and get that going. Because as soon as you set up the payment processor, you have to start paying them. It doesn't matter if you take any sales in or not. Whenever you set up the payment processor, they start getting paid. So I didn't, you know, fully go through with it yet. And so basically what I did is I put everything in place so that I could start selling the machines on my own. Before I even did anything with Magical Butter, I already had years inside the industry selling rigs, selling different things. And because of that, I have a long list of suppliers that I can call on to help me. And so what I did was I set everything into place so that I could start selling the machines by myself. I am no longer sponsored by Magical Butter at all. I am not an affiliate of theirs. I have no relation at all to Magical Butter at all. I sell the machines on my own now, right on my site, goodeats420.com. No affiliation, no sponsorship with Magical Butter, but I can continue to sell it. I'm a businessman. There's nothing that stopped me from using the relationships that I built over the years to continue doing what I'm doing. And so this is another thing that got me too. All right, so like I just told you guys, I was anticipating this was going to happen, so I got everything lined up so that way I could sell the machines on my own. Because it got to a point, I can go ahead and tell you exactly what my deal was with Magical Butter. Really simple. My deal with Magical Butter was you use the code BassDropKeys in order to make a purchase on MagicalButter.com. You will get a 20% discount and I make a 20% commission. Pretty cool, right? And because of you guys watching me and supporting me, it got to the point now where they were paying me $3,800, $4,000 every month. That's a pretty good amount of change. So what does that mean? If they're paying me $4,000 a month, that means that I'm making for them $20,000 a month, right? They're giving me $4,000. I make 20% of everything that I bring in. So that means that I'm making for Magical Butter at least $20,000 a month. So my way of thinking is, fine, the sponsorship is over. I can no longer make the 20%, but instead of going for the 20%, the $4,000 a month, why not now I just go for the $20,000 that I'm bringing Magical Butter a month? So that's why I was like, I'll just set up my shop, and that way you guys can just buy it from me. If I'm the reason why you're getting a Magical Butter machine, instead of buying it from them, and it's coming from MagicalButter.com, you can buy it from me, and it's coming from GoodEats420.com. So that's my way of thinking. I'm like, cool, I'm not sponsored. I'm just gonna sell them on my own, no problem. So in that same vein, because I'm a businessman, I figured I'll reach out to Magical Butter to see if I can get a wholesale account. Because I have plenty of suppliers, no problem. But if I reach out directly to Magical Butter and get a wholesale account, then that way I can even make, have a bigger profit margin on each machine that I sell. Because if you get it directly from the people that make them, then obviously I could get a better price. You know what I'm saying? And that would be a better profit margin for me. So I said, cool, let me reach out to Magical Butter. So on the 20th, on Wednesday, I reached out to Magical Butter and I'm like, yo, you guys said I'm not sponsored anymore. Cool. Not even worrying about that. I want to know if you guys will be interested in giving me a wholesale account. So that way I could just continue to sell them on my own. And you guys are not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by you. I'm not an affiliate of yours. I'm just a regular person, just like anybody else who would be getting a wholesale account from you guys. Would you be interested in doing that? Because you guys already know the numbers. You see how many units I'm selling every month. And he told me, no, we're not interested at this time and all that kind of stuff. And no problem. I wasn't tripping about that. Cool. But what really got me is at the end of the conversation, what had me feeling some type of ways when he told me that they don't think that I'm a good fit for their brand anymore. And my values are not aligned with their values. Hold on, what did he say? Even put it in the email. What did he say right here? He said, we noticed that the tactics being used or content being published do not align with our internal compliance guidelines. Magical Butter must be restrictive with branding and context of this stage in our business based on other marketing efforts. That's what he said. So all this time, I'm not even knowing what's going on, whatever. And then he finally tells me that somebody called in screaming, talking about something about I hurt their feelings on a live video and what have you. And what's so crazy is another one of my sponsors who is not soft as hell actually hit me up and said, yo, Key, somebody just called here talking about you hurt their feelings and blah, 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 just screaming about you. And I told him, have a good day, sir, and hung up the phone. He said, ain't nothing, man. I just wanted you to know that somebody's crazy is doing some bullshit. I was like, all right, man, thanks for that. Thanks for the heads up. So what happened was somebody in one of my live videos, and I know exactly who it was, I told them, just like I'm telling everybody, I am not kissing your ass for you to like me. The problem is a lot of content creators these days, they begging people on the live video, they're begging people in their content to please like me. Please like me. That's where Magical Butter is at. They're in the same camp. They want everybody to please like me. When I'm not like that. I'm not kissing your ass. If you rock with me, I really appreciate you. But if you don't, you don't. I'm not kissing your ass. And so because I have the mentality of I'm not kissing your ass for you to like me, I'm going to do my content. I'm going to talk to my people. We're going to show love, show respect. But if you ain't rocking with me, I don't care. I ain't rocking with you. And because I have that attitude, I don't fall in line with their brand. My values aren't their values because I'm not a kiss ass and don't suck up to everybody and not looking for acceptance from everybody. I'm very, very, very comfortable being who I am and rocking out with the people that rock with me. I'm not going to sit up here and be fake and be phony to get 2 or 3 more people to like me. Then I got to spend the rest of my life and career being fake and phony. No, I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be me. The people that rock with me is going to rock with me, and the people that won't. And so if you guys are asking why aren't I sponsored by Magical Butter, simple answer. 2 people called Magical Butter and said that I said something negative to them and hurt their feelings. And because of that, I'm not sponsored by Magical Butter anymore. That's it. That's the real reason. A couple people called in, and because of that, I'm not sponsored anymore. So now, let's get to what does that mean for you? What does that mean for me? Let's talk about that for a second. Firstly, let's deal with what it means for you. What it means for you is absolutely nothing. Everything's still the same. As you can see, I'm not saying anything negative towards the Magical Butter machine. It's still a great product. I don't even have a problem with Magical Butter because it's their right to choose who they want to sponsor and who they don't want to sponsor. I don't have any problems with them personally at all, be honest with you. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. The problem that I have is the soft ass reason why they did it. Because a couple people called in, whatever. So if they that soft, that's cool. I ain't tripping. Like I said, I have no problems with Magical Butter. It's all good. But let's talk about what that means for you. What it means for you is nothing. The content is still the same. I still like the machine. Nothing changes for you other than if I'm the reason why you're buying the machine, just come to my site and buy it directly from me. Right now, they're on my site for $165. They'll be in that $165, $175 range is where I'm going to try to keep them, because if you guys was to go to the Magical Butter site and use my discount, that's right there where you would be paying. And so nothing changes for you. Come to my site, goodeats420.com. I own a lot of Magical Butter machines now. Buy them directly from me. I'm just a regular vendor. I am in no way associated, affiliated, sponsored by, or anything else by Magical Butter. I'm just a regular guy with a store like anybody else, and I'm selling my machines. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this segment with talking about what does that mean for me. For you, nothing pretty much changes. You're just gonna click the link in the description. It's gonna take you over to goodeats420.com where you can buy a Magical Butter machine from me for $165, free shipping, no taxes in the US. As far as what does it mean for me? Well, in the email that Magical Butter sent me, it says once your affiliate account has been terminated, the affiliate, which is me, obliged to remove any and all promotional materials, links, logos, trademarks, and slogans of Magical Butter from their website within a period of 3 business days. And so that's already been done. If you guys go to my site, goodeats420.com, you will see that it no longer says use base drop keys to get 20% off Magical Butter. All that is gone. Now it says Magical Butter machines available, free shipping, only $165, and you'll be buying it directly from me. Also, if you look in the description of each video, it does not say sponsored by MagicalButter.com, use base drop keys to get 20% off. In the link right there, it does not say that anymore. On all the videos now it says, I am no longer sponsored by Magical Butter. I now sell Magical Butter machines myself. Click the link to go to my website, goodeats420.com, and buy yours for $165, free shipping in the US. So all the links have been gone and taken off all of my videos here on YouTube. Also, the content is not going anywhere. If you guys don't know, YouTube has a great video editor right here on their platform. And so you guys know the places in every video where a lot of the videos where I tell you that, I'm sponsored by Magical Butter, use base drop keys to get 20% off. I've already started going through and I'm able to just cut those segments out of all of my videos on YouTube, which means that I don't have to re-upload anything. I don't have to take down anything and re-upload it and that kind of deal. I just have to cut out the parts where it says sponsored by Magical Butter, use base drop keys to get 20% off. So you won't hear that in any of the videos. In the description box, you'll see that it now says, click on the link to go to my website to buy your machines. And on the website, it no longer says sponsored by Magical Butter anywhere. It says, click here to purchase a Magical Butter machine for $165, free shipping. It's right on my site. Also, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody that's already started supporting me. It's only been, as I'm recording this, it's only been a little over 2 days since I started selling the Magical Butter machines on my site. And so far, we've already sold 17 machines already. Now, normally, whenever somebody would go to their site and buy a machine using the code, I would get a $31 commission for that sale. So for 17 machines, that would be $527 commission I would have made over the course of the past 2 days. Because you guys have already started supporting me, you guys have already bought 17 machines off the website, and that has made me over $2,800. So even though I'm not sponsored by Magical Butter anymore, and I'm not getting that 20% commission every month, which was about $4 grand every month, you guys have already shown me that you will support me and come over to Good Eats 420 and buy your machines, because in the past 2 days, I've already made $2,800 when I would have made $4,000 for the whole month. So that's what I was telling you guys about. If they're paying me $4,000 and I'm making them $20,000, why don't I go after the whole 20 that I'm making them? Well, we got to realize as content creators, we're the people that make these objects, these things cool. The people that advertise for these different companies, we're the ones that make them cool. If it wasn't, they wouldn't even have us do this. There wouldn't be an affiliate program. There wouldn't be any sponsorships. I think what they think is they're going to take the rug out from underneath us whenever they want to and just throw us away, and that's going to be the end of us. But that's not the way it is all the time. I'm the reason why a lot of you bought the Magical Butter machine. I'm the reason why a lot of people, a whole lot of people bought the Magical Butter machine, and especially for people of color, to see another person of color doing edibles and using the machine and telling you that it's fine. A lot of people has bought the Magical Butter machine because of me, and a whole lot of people of color has bought the Magical Butter because of me, and they just feel like they can just get rid of you and that's it, and that's going to be the end of it. But that's not the case. I'm a businessman. So if I'm the reason why you're buying the Magical Butter machine, please come buy it directly from me. In that same vein, I do want to mention here on the back end, I think I may have mentioned it previously just a little while ago in the video, that I am working on the full store. Good Eats 420 store is coming. I'm just getting everything, finalizing everything with the payment processor. So over the next 2 weeks, I will be opening up a full online store where you can get rigs, recyclers, Magical Butter machines, Levos. Oh, speaking of that, something that I forgot to mention, another way that it affects me not being sponsored by the Magical Butter machine is now, because I'm not sponsored, I don't have to worry about just being loyal to Magical Butter. If you guys haven't noticed, but on my channel, you haven't seen any other extraction machines, there are a lot of different extraction machines that you can use other than the Magical Butter machine. The Magical Butter machine just happens to be the most popular one. So with that being said, coming up on the channel here, you will see the Levo and a lot of different other machines that people use in order to do their infusions. You will see a lot of those machines right here on the channel. And the same thing applies with those machines. If, for instance, my Levo is going to be here next week, I'm going to be doing a video with the Levo. If you watch my video and I'm the reason why you're going to be buying a Levo, buy it directly from me. It'll be available on my site. If you're watching the video and I'm the reason why you're going to be buying something, buy it from me. Whenever I do a review on a product, the product will be available on my site. So if I'm the reason why you're buying these particular products, instead of buying it from the company, it's available on my site. And I promise you, you will save money buying it from my site. Whatever they're charging on their site, I promise you, if you go to my site, you can save some money by buying it from me. So that's another big way that, everything is changing. I'm opening up a brand new Good Eats 420 store. I'll be announcing more of that over the next coming weeks. Just have to get the payment processor together and we'll be ready to open that. If you want a Rios or rigs, recyclers, everything infusion, come to my site and buy it directly from me. Support me. If I'm the reason why you're buying it, please support me. So guys, that's it. That's the story of why I'm not sponsored by MagicalButter.com. I just want to say on the back end once again that I do not have any hard feelings against Magical Butter. I actually think that they're cool people. I just think they're soft as hell for the reason why they let me go. But in the same vein, basically could be a big blessing in disguise, because like I told you, now because I'm going into business for myself once again, I'm not new to this. I had a store before. I just stopped doing the store because I was starting to go the affiliate marketing route. where I don't own anything and I just represent different brands and they just give me a commission. I started going that route instead of continuing doing what I was doing before, which is owning everything and not having to worry about all that. The great thing is when you own something, nobody can tell you what to do. So nobody can call a sponsor now and be like, Keys hurt my feelings and la. Nobody can do that because I work for me now. I represent Good Eats 420. I have a Good Eats 420 store coming, and so you can't call and be like, Keys, because I own everything. All the Magical Butter machines that I'm selling, I own them. I paid for them, right? All the Levos, everything that you're gonna see on the Good Eats 420 store, I own them myself. So you can't call anybody and say, Keys this and Keys that, because I own it myself. I don't have to listen to what Magical Butter says of them trying to muzzle me or trying to make me not speak out. If I think all black Trump supporters are and that's what I want to say, that's what I'm going to say. I didn't fight for this country so you can tell me as somebody living in Florida what to talk about and what not to talk about. So you can tell me somebody coming from white privilege what to say and not to say. I ain't with that. And if it costs me $4,000 a month to have peace of mind that I'm not selling out, to have peace of mind that I can say what I want when I want, then that's fine with me. Because there's other companies in the world that will do business with me, even if one don't. I know I'm not for everybody, that's fine. The real big problem is a societal problem where they want everybody to be soft. They want every man to be weak. They want every man to be walking around here with skinny jeans on and a bedazzled belt and half my hair purple and all this emo BS. Some people aren't soft. Some people aren't made to kiss your ass. So I promise you, all my supporters, thank you so much. You guys are the reason why I am in a great situation where I can not have to worry about that and you guys are still supporting me. If you're watching this video, if you're listening to the podcast, if you come through my live videos, if you share the videos with your friend, if you find the information helpful, you go to the website, you support me on Patreon. If you support me with Rock With Me at all, thank you very much. If you watch my content, you guys are the reason why I can do what I'm doing, because they can take whatever they want from me, but they can't take my audience. They can't take the people that find my content helpful. They can't take you guys away from me. The people that like what I'm doing and like that I'm real and I'm not going to kiss your ass, I'm going to give you 100% respect, but I'm not kissing your ass for you to like me. I don't care how you feel about that. It's not happening over here. So if you are looking for one of those content creators who is going to be praying and hoping that everybody likes them, that's not me. I'm going to be myself. Being myself is what got me here. I'm going to continue to be myself and not take any shit from anybody. I'm not going to be fake to make somebody else feel good about themselves. What kind of privilege is that? I'm supposed to bend over and take it up the damn ass every time because to make you feel good? Because you watch me on the internet? No, sir. No, ma'am. I will respect you like I respect every other human and give you 150% respect to make sure that you keep my respect at 100. Everybody ain't soft. Everybody don't rock out the same, and that's fine. So guys, I hope I explained everything. I tried to give you 100% facts on this, but that's exactly what happened. A couple people called in and got their feelings hurt, and that's the reason why I'm not sponsored. But like I said, blessing in disguise, because now instead of going after that $4,000 a month commission, I'm going after that $20,000. I'm going after that $50,000. I think I'm worth $500,000 every month. You know what I'm saying? I'm always going to bet on me. I'm always going to bet on me. So if I'm the reason, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, if I'm the reason why you are getting anything, speaking on that, I have 10 Rios that's coming in next week as well. If I'm the reason why you're getting a Rio or a Magical Butter machine or a Levo or anything, buy it from me. Buy it from me. Thank you guys for the love. I would not be anything without my audience. I appreciate each and every one of you. Until I see you guys the next time, peace and good eats. I'm out, guys. Thanks for the love.